G'day viewers and welcome to Wangafat Wednesday, where I tell you who am I not giving a fuck about today. For a start, not giving a fuck about anyone who's upset that I'm going to talk about Cory Bernardi again, even though he was the subject of my last video. I had to talk about him because of developments in the last 24 hours. Really not giving a fuck about Bernadi and his obnoxiousness. Finally, someone in his own party has spoken up because the glorious Prime Minister has not said a thing. Picture that, if you will. Whatever country you are in, picture the situation where someone who's a member of the ruling political party says something so divisive, so hateful, utter bullshit that would be supported by less than 10% of the country, and the leader says absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing. His office put out a stupid, bland, one-sentence thing like, that's not government policy. That's not what anyone fucking cares about. They want to have this lying scumfuck who's the Prime Minister show some spine. Even if he's fucking lying. I mean, it's kind of obvious in his hyper-Catholic way he actually supports everything Bernadi said. But you can at least do people the dignity of giving out a compelling lie, you fucking piece of shit. Either that or actually admit the truth that you support him. But I got a huge smile today when a Liberal Party MP by the name of Warren Entsch, he's been quite high ranking in the party, been parliamentary secretary, chief whip, and if you don't know parliamentary language, chief whip is like the numbers guy. He's the head kicker. When the government wants something done, he's the one who goes around to all the backbenchers and said, you're going to fucking do it, okay? He counts the numbers and makes sure stuff is going to happen. And he's in fine head-kicking mode in his response to Cory Bernardi. Now, his motivation, well, I was going to say because he's a stepdad, maybe just because he's a decent fucking human. You never know. But being a stepdad, he particularly took exception to Bernardi's ridiculous fucking statements about, ooh, family breakdown, saying there's only one model for a family. And he's gone to town on the guy. He's particularly gone in with a, what do you think about people who are so obsessed about gay sex? Honestly, what's going on? And he actually used the phrase, he who protests the loudest, and you had this thing with Bernadi considering legal action. You know, his office saying, oh, the lawyer's looking at it. Look at it! What are you going to see? All he said is, what the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly, you could call Bernadi a shit-eating, mouth-breathing fuckstick, and all the court's going to convict you of is, yeah, stating the bleeding obvious. And although Entsch, I think, is just having a go, you can't help but think, particularly when you look at like American evangelicals, the number of ultra right-wing evangelicals who've preached, oh, the gays are ruining the world, who turned out to be gay. As that self-loathing thing is really fucking bizarre. And besides, Warren Entsch, I'm sure you don't give a fuck about this vague Bernadi threat about legal threats. You just said the same thing I said about Bernadi and his obsession with dog fucking. Because I've got to be honest, I think there's only one type of person who obsesses about dog fucking. When you can take any conversation, no matter what it is, if it wasn't already about dog fucking, and you turn it to dog fucking, you're pretty much telling the world what one of the number one things you obsess about is. And if you think that's worth suing over, you're a fucking idiot, and I don't give a fuck about you.